Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Sega Harris, and today I'll be talking to you about how computer technology, computer hardware, and computer software affects the music industry, mainly music production. Okay, so we got computer hardware and its impact on the music recording industry, the impact that it has on music production. With the notion of larger hard drives, you have the ability to communicate with your hard drive quicker, especially when you're working with Pro Tools or Logic or Cubase or Nuendo. You have expandable memory up to 32 gigs, which means your processor and the speed at which your computer works a lot faster. The difference between digital and analog is the fact that you can compress files digitally. You can take larger files and turn them into MP3 files, which are very, very small. So you can take a lot of work and you can put it into a space that doesn't necessarily have a lot of memory. We start talking about computer software and we start talking about music production, digital recording, we have to talk about MIDI. MIDI is musical instrument digital interface. MIDI basically takes a keyboard that does not have any sounds, allows you to plug it directly into your computer, and you now have access to those WAV files that the software contains. MIDI has by far had the greatest impact on the music industry today. Even with the Pro Tools, Pro Tools is pushing the fact that they have so many more plugins than Logic, and they have so many different editing plugins, they have so many different sounds, they have all kinds of creative MIDI instruments that you almost never would think of. That's pretty much everybody's marketing tool today. How many MIDI instruments do we have? What are the MIDI capabilities? MIDI is one of the greatest things about creating music, because with MIDI the limitations are almost endless. There's nothing that you cannot do with MIDI, and I think that that's probably the reason why so many different software companies are trying to pack in their total package software. So now they say you can record audio, we have all these great audio editing plugins, but on the other side we have so many different MIDI sounds and we have so many different MIDI editing plugins that you can't go wrong. No matter where you go with MIDI, you can't go wrong. You can move things like you can't move audio. You can even recreate the feel and the swing of, let's say, an MPC, which is, a staple in the music industry, especially the music production industry, specifically hip-hop. But with Cubase, they have a beat maker that is similar to the MPC, but the things that you can do with it inside, like the MIDI instruments that you have at your fingertips, is far beyond anything you could possibly get. That's why the MPC has the MIDI capabilities. The music that you actually hear in the background was actually created in Pro Tools, and I use several different instruments. I use several different MIDI editing plugins to mix and master what you hear right now. So both of them have been very impactful in the industry that I'm in.